So, for whatever reason, 600 of you crazy people have decided to subscribe to my stupid channel. So, I decided for every single subscriber milestone I hit, so for the first 1,000 I'll do every 100, and then from then on it'll be every 500 until I reach like 10,000. I don't know how far I'll get, but that's just, I want to, every time I hit a big milestone to me, I'm gonna say thank you to every single subscriber. So this is me saying thank you to over 600 of you guys. Starting with myself, because of course, me and my family and like 2 of my friends were my first subscribers. Of course, you know. Alright, so thank you myself. Thank you Gabriel Prater. Thank you the B49ers. Thank you Jamie Winkley, my mom. Thank you Gypsy Lux, my mom. Thank you PMW0. Thank you XXVenom underscore killer 12. Thank you, Richie Winkley, my dad. Thank you, Interway Media. Thank you, Lee Shark. Thank you, Mona Lisa Gosh. Thank you, Osnabbit Vlogs. Thank you, Orapbap Linking. Sorry if I butcher your name. Thank you, Central Debola. Thank you, Atwane Last. Thank you, Adasks. Thank you, Meme Lord. Thank you, Benny Tong. Thank you, Esb44. Thank you, Nehemiah Sneaker King. Thank you, Fasundo Diaz. Thank you, Robabdul 453. Thank you, Nikhil Jenny. Thank you. Thank you, Taj Delancey. Thank you, T Crowder. Thank you, Prodigy Kid 2001. Thank you, Only One Official Live. Thank you, Jimbo Sue. Thank you, Zedmain. Thank you, Andy Zun. Thank you, Zep. Thank you, Radames Burgos Cassiano. Thank you, Psychopath Pig. Thank you, eman262616. Thank you, Money Malk29. Thank you, Hamdi Elida. Thank you, Ivan Gazaban. Thank you, Artists in Need. Thank you, Irvin Andino. Thank you, Santiago Colazo. Thank you, Irvin Llevado. Thank you, Roma Lewis. Thank you, Michelle Scott. Thank you, Angel Rodriguez. Thank you, Cracker56. Thank you, Sports and Songs. Oh, thank you, Alois. Thank you, Faith Elenga. Thank you, Angel Vasquez. Thank you, Z. Thank you, Zander Virus. Thank you, Jermaine Gray. Thank you, Glenn Markatoma. Thank you, Spodlos. Thank you, Casacraft Josk. Thank you, Dias Yang. Thank you, Alan Cabj. Thank you, David Simmons. Thank you, Kobe. Thank you, Kas Makabali. Thank you, Johannes Nilo. Thank you, Hamid Akraf. Thank you, Wilbert Perkins. Thank you, Carl Nico Lagat. Thank you, Zalbu Zob. Thank you, John Dunbar. Thank you, Everett Crosslean. Thank you, G Do Slappin. Thank you, Allison Hart. Thank you, Hesso LP. Thank you, Karaoke Evie. Thank you, Carrie. Oh, that's my Spanish teacher, Karina Sotomayor. Alright, thank you, 4354, 3543, Tread. Thank you, Only Dope Music. Thank you, Ainsley. Thank you, Jaffe Games. Thank you, Music Fever 360. Thank you, Thomas Ollie. Thank you, Blok. Thank you, Sarah Olson. Thank you, Ruben Sanchez Lopez. Thank you, 3Monte NG. Thank you, Gene MLK Play. Thank you, Zoro Runoa. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Ecam Sing. Thank you, XX Solus OOXX. Thank you, Blaze Apelios. Thank you, Crazy Earths. Thank you, OK Anime. Thank you, George Gorga. Thank you, Rico Fldra K. Thank you, Just Damprex Sopa. Thank you, X Tropico BD. Thanks you, Ecstasy. Thank you, Anna Paula. Thank you, RCA Mivita. Thank you, Ibrahim R. Thank you, Sir Ikaro. Thank you, Maddie Zavadsky. Thank you, Rose Nunca View. Thank you, King Thomas. Thank you, Creativity. Thank you, Bebe. Thank you, Iman Sad. Thank you, Kumpeka. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Barakam Diana Lon. Thank you, Kobe's homie. Thank you, Clyde Diana Monslavi Madrid. Thank you, thank you, Matustrolski. Thank you, Debonair Lila. Thank you, Baharul Islam. Thank you, Heloidio. Thank you, Tin. Thank you, Gabriel Antunes. Thank you, Super Kids Children. Thank you, Polonix. Thank you, Edgar Alvarez. Thank you, Asmal Hockey. Thank you, Herx Ismerhab Babinorgun. Thank you, Philip Vasev. Thank you, Garrett Brown. Thank you, Dinesh Silakar. Thank you, Sanam Kapoor. Thank you, Shauna Lamb. Thank you, Georgetown. Thank you, Caden. Thank you, KJG. Thank you, Ethan Mon. Thank you, RBG. Thank you, Perfect Computer. Thank you, Prim Khan. Thank you, Seal Subs. Thank you, Jamir Hassan. Thank you, Max Gamer. Thank you, Frenix Geoeb. Thank you, Funny Gamer TV. Thank you, Anthony Rinda. Thank you, Anto Tech Sam. Thank you, Sunil Kumar. Thank you, All in One. Thank you, Abul Kalam. Thank you, Para Solo. Thank you, JC Speed Cuber Gamer Wide Tudos. He actually has quite a bit of subs. Thank you, Malaba. Thank you, Juan Jacobo. Thank you, Hintos Das. Thank you, Jordan Sting. Thank you, cartoonblog.pl. Thank you, Amir Singletary. Thank you, Sony G. Thank you, Afroza Sultana. Thank you, Hassan Mahmud. Thank you, James Manic. Thank you, Antinino Ferga. Thank you, Tom and Jerry. Thank you, Flash Lyle. Thank you, Bekan Gokson. Thank you, Edgy Force 212. Thank you, Luke Pisano High. Thank you, Slick Magic 24. Thank you, Rupak Deshi. Thank you, Tassin88. Thank you, Nadine Jolibois. Thank you, G-Sta. Thank you, Nazmul Hassan. Thank you, Said Durrahman. Thank you, Locked One. Thank you, Marika or Belliani. Thank you, Cairo BK. Thank you, Doge X. Thank you, Sick Vlogs. Thank you, Pinku Biswas. Thank you, Teddy Tiber. Thank you, Demi05 Ray. Thank you, Thomas D. Thank you, Cheesy Septic Demon Squid 0. Thank you, Ludi Gamer HD. Thank you, Vic Gaming for the Win. Oh dang, 2K subs, you're doing good, man. Thank you, Arnogira. Thank you, Pro Beer Gain. Thank you, Kenton Cameron. Thank you, Mal Mondel. Thank you, Kale Maldonado. Thank you, Top Funny Video Ford. Thank you, Josh Marabito. He's my boy. Thank you, Two Toast PC. Thank you, Frame Rate. Thank you. I say that a lot in game. Thank you, Higomin. Thank you, Quatorze. Thank you, Derwin Gamer 2. Thank you, Stefan Lulking. Thank you, Jesse Schumacher. Thank you, Mehmet Karadog. Thank you, Torbasi. Thank you, Susan Ben. Thank you, Oyen Crawley. Thank you, OG Mods. Thank you, Christian Bernath. Thank you, Gunnar McKnight. Thank you, Boy HD. Thank you, Catalyc Boss 13. Thank you, R2Rec 1234. Thank you, Ramy Games. Thank you, Soren Jerkut. Thank you, Rashad Alzabi. Thank you, Karoli Zabo. Thank you, Nash Fishing. Thank you, BO3 Gamer. Thank you, BM Games. Thank you, Fox Fredito. Thank you, Caitlin Cook. And thank you, M Gaming. Woo! If you guys stayed to the end of that was actually pretty hard to do. Thank you all so much for 600 subs. This is literally impossible without you, because without you I couldn't be at 600. And man, I'm just amazed. I started this just for fun, just because my friend was making vlogs. So I was like, you know what, I want to make vlogs. And so I started off with vlogs, and it's just evolved from there. And I've had a wonderful time so far doing it. And I can't wait to see where this channel goes in the future. Man, I can't believe all the different people that have been subscribed to me over the 8 months I've been on YouTube. That's insane. Only 8 months, and yeah, that just seems crazy to me. So I just want to thank you all so much. It's been a blessing having y'all be here with me. And here's to 600 more, guys. I mean, it's gonna be fun. I hope y'all are enjoying the content that's been coming out recently. I've enjoyed it, making it a lot more and stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be really fun in the future, and I can't wait to see y'all there. I'll see y'all later. Peace out.